Coming to you from the Penguin Air Plumbing and Electrical Studios, we are your hosts, Will Hallett and Wade Rusk, and this is the Penguin Pro Show. The Penguin Pro Show is an informative podcast talking about air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical systems in the home. Each week, we'll bring on a panel of professionals to educate listeners on different topics related to these systems. Well, Wade, this is our first podcast. It's been 10 years in business. This is our 10th anniversary starting in February. Real excited to be able to do this podcast with you and bring on a panel of our Penguin pros. Also, maybe some other people that we bring in from the industry. But it's going to be fun talking about all the different things we've done over the years and helping homeowners and serving them. And I just wanted to kind of start off the show with our backgrounds, talk about where we have came from. I'm going to ask you, you're born and raised here like me. Let's talk about a little bit about ourselves.
All right. Well, before we do that, I can't believe it's been 10 years. Honestly, I guess time flies when you're having fun. It's been an incredible 10 years. We've had our ups and downs. But the place we're at right now is definitely rewarding, and I just love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. And excited for the next 10 years, honestly, which I know is going to zip by. And I also want to say the studio, how exciting this is. Thanks to Jonathan Brewster. He's a guy of many talents and loves taking on challenges. And I feel like he's been working on the studio for probably 6 months. I thought it was going to be us talking in our cell phones or something, but now we got these fancy desks and cameras and microphones that are gold, headphones, lighting, special lighting. So this will be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited too.
A little bit about me. So born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona, and didn't love high school necessarily. And didn't grow up, in a wealthy family or anything. So college wasn't really an option. So I went into the service, the Marine Corps, and they made me a refrigeration technician. And I remember in my first station in Camp Pendleton, California, I'm sitting in an engineer bay, and I have my green journal, and I wrote Rusk Refrigeration. I'm going to start my own business when I get out after 4 years. In Arizona, can't hurt. It's pretty toasty. And so I did my 4 years. I got out. I worked for a couple companies, smaller companies. The industry at that time, without reviews to really monitor the quality of service or gauge it, whatnot, it was amazing. My first boss, I won't get into too many details, but I learned a lot about what not to do in this industry from both companies. So took a leap of faith, started my own business, I believe in 2000, and wore a lot of hats. It's on the roofs, in the attics, servicing ACs, installing ACs, selling ACs, doing the bookkeeping at night, answering the phones in the attic, on the roof, rolled over to my cell phone, just worked my butt off. But it was liberating to kind of have my own thing, and I hoped it would be, bigger someday. But I needed more education in the industry and in business in general. So I sold it in 2006, and for 3 years, tried a few other things, business broker, some franchises, just tried a number of other things. Nothing really got me excited, didn't have the passion for anything else, wasn't happy, and opted to get back into what I know. And I had a lot of connections in the industry, and I took a job as an outside sales rep at an existing company that was purchased. And these gentlemen that bought this company did a great job blowing it up pretty fast. And that's where I met you, a business partner and best friend.
That's really unique.
That was sappy. But so I was a sales rep for about 1.5 years before I was like, man, I got the itch. Let's do it again. We can do this. And in 2011, you and I started Penguin Air, February 2011. So, next month is our 10-year anniversary. Congrats.
Congratulations. It's been fun. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. That's a little sappy too, right? So, yeah, a little bit about my background too. I was born in the East Valley. You grew up in the West Valley, so here in the Phoenix area. I wasn't too big into school, but my family was pushing me to go to college. So after high school, I did go into college, but just wasn't finding my way through there. I didn't really like what I was kind of going after, which was dental school. Didn't really want to do that, but it was just something I thought would make me a lot of money, really. I talked to my sister who was a doctor. She said, don't be a doctor, go into dental school. So I was making my way up through college to do that. But I had 2 kids already, married probably about 3 years and had 2 kids on the way. Well, already had 2 kids, but didn't know if I still wanted to pursue that route. So I actually had a family member that was in the industry, and he got me into the sales side of selling air conditioners here in Phoenix, and I fell in love with it. I think the reason why I fell in love with it was because I could go out and meet new people every day. It was fun to be able to rescue them, from these 110-degree weather and in these homes, and it can be deadly for these people, especially if they're elderly or have, small kids. So it was great to just be able to get out and meet these families, these people, and I really loved it. Fell in love with everything about it, and I did that for, met you in 2009, so I was there 8 years or so before I met you. We worked together at that same company, became good friends, and also good competitors too. Wade and I had a healthy competition all the time. It drove us both to be better and see what we could do to outdo each other. And it's fun being able to pick his brain as well about the businesses he's had before. And Wade is more of an entrepreneur than me. He's just got that drive, those ideas that just keep coming. I more have the drive to kind of the sales side, the operations side, but I do love the entrepreneur side as well. As a kid, I always wanted to have my own business. I think that was something that I always wanted. I remember having a paper route at 12 and started making money, and I thought, man, this is pretty cool, having all this money in the bank, right? As a little 12-year-old, having my own checking account. So I think that drove me, and also just being around people. So we met in 2009, and then we started talking. Every year, Wade would get in my ear. And the last thing he told me is like, Will, I'm going to do it with or without you now. So if you want to come, let's go. But I've learned a lot, and I'm ready to do this. So I finally took that leap of faith in 2011, and it's been awesome to be able to.
That was a bluff, by the way.
10 years. What was the bluff? Oh, I'm sure.
That was a bluff, by the way. I couldn't have done it without you.
That was the reverse psychology.
Yes.
No, that was good. So here we are 10 years later. We grew from, let's see, what do we have, 4 employees in the beginning?
Yeah, when we started, we had technician, couple installers, and Maggie in the office.
Oh, yeah. Good old Maggie.
I was in the office doing the bookkeeping again and the administrative stuff while you were out in the field selling everything you could.
That's right. It was fun, though, and trying to beat the competition. I remember we ran an ad in the paper. The first weekend, we got our license, and I remember waking up that Monday morning, we had 13 calls on the board.
Yes, and that was so exciting. We were in a 1,000-square-foot industrial warehouse behind Denny's, and now we're in 13,000 feet of beautiful space for training and call center and the training facility here. I mean, this place is just inspirational.
Yeah, it's fun coming to work every day, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, to see it. And now we have this recording studio where we can do our radio spots, we can do our commercials for our TV, and now this podcast, thanks to Jonathan. So let's talk a little bit about the Penguin family.
Let's do that.
As it is today. Why we care so much about them and what we do to take care of them and want them to win every day.
So yeah, went from roughly 4 employees in 2011 to 80 now, and every one of them are A players. We were able to bring on more talented and driven and focused people as we had more to offer. That wasn't the case in the beginning. So that's what makes it fun to come to work, the people we have here. Our culture is first. We've always made culture first. And I think that's why they stay, you know.
I think so too.
We started as just air conditioning and heating, and years later added plumbing to the arsenal, and now electrical. So we're kind of a one-stop shop for the homeowners. And have separate departments. We don't have an AC tech doing plumbing and electrical. We have separate departments who are trained individually and specialized in what they do. And I think that makes a difference. A lot of companies who do provide the different services have guys doing the same different services, the same guy. That doesn't work.
No, it does not. So we can specialize. They can take their time. They can really work with the customer on those things that they specialize in. Just looking at our core values, you know, you and I truly live those core values. It's care, and under those core values is create, accountability, relationships, and enjoyment. And we have that all over our building here in Penguin, and we truly want a win-win atmosphere and be able to have the ability to get together and celebrate those wins. The pandemic last year has really kind of hurt that a little bit, but we still do a lot of things on Zoom and able to get in front of all of our employees and award them and congratulate them on every month. I think we have always, as our background and what we envisioned before we even started this business, was to always take care of the employee first. We knew if we took care of the employee, they would take care of the customer.
I heard this somewhere a long time ago, happy employees make happy customers, and I've never forgot it, and it makes a lot of sense. And they all know as the company grows, they'll grow with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, culture is key, training's key. What else can I say? I'm more excited about the next 10 years because we're doing a lot of cool stuff now that we have the resources to do it. And we're in a great position to do a lot for the community and the market and our employees and our team.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up community. I think Wade and I have always wanted to give back to this community. As this company has grown, we've focused on the company to do that. And now it's time, I think, that we can really start giving back to the community and doing certain things and certain events. We've always done things with the Phoenix Children's Hospital, Pat Tillman Run, to name a few, but we look forward to doing more in that in this valley that has given us so much, right? So
Yeah, Surprise Squad, some of the TV
Surprise
stuff.
Squad, yeah, that's fun.
There's been a number of them. But and we still do that stuff, and we enjoy it, and there's a lot more to business than just trying to make a lot of money, right?
Yeah, I think when you love something that you do, the money comes. I think that, and that's what we've always done. I think that's why the past 10 years have gone by so fast. You know, we love what we do. We love coming in here. We love being with employees. We love taking care of the customer. We love training, getting better every day, progressing. So I think the next 10 years, now that we've built that foundation, the last 10 years, I think it's just going to be even a lot more enjoyment, a lot of relationships to come, a lot of more people to join our team. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. The ideas that we come up with as well, that's what I keep hearing from our staff, and is that we're always coming up with ideas. I mean, the whole company does, but we definitely get excited about coming up with ideas and implementing ideas, and whatever we can do to provide a better service.
Right.
Right? And it's not all warm and fuzzy, but you know what? It's not fun if we're not doing the right thing out there.
No.
upsetting people. It's a lot more fun when people are like, I'd recommend them to anybody.
Right. And with reviews, like you said earlier, reviews has kind of changed the game there. So you have to be on your game. Customer service it pisses me off when there's poor customer service in this industry. There's a lot of companies that give it a bad name. And we're not going to have that here at Penguin. We're all about customer service. And those reviews, just if listeners, you go on our reviews, you'll see, what we stand for and how important those 5-star service is to each one of you. So yeah, customer service is key here at Penguin. Always will be. That will never change. And we're excited to be able to, as more and more people move here, as we know, reading today, a lot of people are moving here, and we hope that we'll see Penguin out there and we can come service them and hold on to them for years and years. So
be the employer of choice, right?
That's right.
That's a big focus for us as well, is to provide an environment for learning and improving their lives. And that's part of what this podcast is about, right? So as you said in the beginning, I believe, is to answer questions that homeowners may have about all the technical stuff in their home, some stuff they can do themselves, the DIY stuff, but also for other people to see out there that this is a great career in the trades. And a lot of people aren't going to the trades anymore, but gosh, they should. I mean, it's ever growing and improving, and they can make a great living in the trades.
They can. I mean,
and have a lot of fun, and they're kind of their own boss out there. We have structure and stuff, but it's kind of their own little business out there, as long as they're taking care of their customers and they get to go back and see the same customers year after year.
I truly believe it's the best industry. I'm biased on that, but as a little kid, I always wanted to be a fireman. I think as a little boy, I wanted to be this fireman. And that was, because I wanted to probably go out and serve people and rescue people. And you get to do that in this industry, in home services specifically. Home services is a little different than, if you're in the trades doing new construction or commercial work or TIs, things like that. But if you really like people, you really like a different day. Every day is different, right? I think come join our team. Come check us out. We're going to be growing. We're going to need a lot of help, and we want those professional people, those Penguin pros.
Well, congratulations. 10 years.
Yeah.
To 10 years, to 10 more years.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so this is episode 1. We're going to be doing one every week. Our next episode is going to be on AC and heating tune-ups. We're going to be going into the AC season. It's Phoenix, Arizona, so you got to be prepared for those extreme heat and have that AC running. And you really should start around February getting that done, because we get super, super busy as soon as it hits 100 degrees, and sometimes that can happen in April now. So that's going to be our next episode. If you want to go ahead and comment and ask any questions about an AC tune-up, go ahead and do that. Send us at the bottom of this podcast any comments that you might have. But Wade?
Well, let's tell them where they can find the videos and the podcast as well, right? So
good point.
YouTube. We will have a website, penguinpros.com. That'll be linked to our main website, penguinair.com. It is linked. So all the videos will be housed on there, YouTube, and for now, that's it.
And we'll be going on Spotify and I think Apple as well.
Excellent.
So yeah. So
exciting stuff. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Love you, man.
Love you. And let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
All right.